Looks like you've been able to re-establish connection with Dr. Kunle Olawunmi. I don't know if you can hear me now. Why do you think insecurity is on the rise in Nigeria?
Good evening and thank you very much. The reason why insecurity is high in Nigeria is because Nigeria does not have the political will to actually stop the state of insecurity in Nigeria since about 12 years ago. If the political class are willing and able, I don't think we'll be at this level the level of insecurity in Nigeria has gone so high because it has gone beyond the issue of military solution, and I think it's now a political solution we should be looking for. As it were, we've gone to the point where major ethnic tribes, Otutuwa, the Southeast, are actually aspiring to secede from the country. They are now clamoring to actually go their own way. I don't think we need to have gotten to this point. If you look at the indices, the Human Development Indices, the Nigerian has dropped to 166th position in the world. If you look at the Democracy Index, today Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. If you look at the Democracy Index itself, and the Corruption Perception Index, we are nowhere to be found. So when you have a country where the political class have not shown responsibility, do not have the sympathy or the empathy to actually look at the social welfare function of the citizen and to provide the needed enablement for people to be able to thrive, then you are going to have this height of insecurity in Nigeria.
Now, if indication is anything to go by, then security agencies are overwhelmed. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, it's expected when you have saboteurs within the government itself. I've been in the military for 35 years, and I've gotten involved in a lot of combat operations, both in the Southeast and outside Nigeria. You can only do well if you have the right enablement to work. Our military men are trying their best. Every time we talk about they don't have enough arms, that is not correct. The right diagnosis we should have is the fact that as much as the military men are trying, the Army, the Air Force, we are having porous borders. So even if you kill 200 Boko Haram today, 5,000 Boko Harams will also infiltrate the country. So your border is porous. So it's not just that the military are overwhelmed. The other arms of security, they are not doing their bits. The customs, as I said in some forum, are busy pursuing rights all over the border areas and sharing the rights to their girlfriends. Why arms are coming in? Today we have about 6 million small arms in Nigeria. How did they enter this country? So even if you arm the military, if you give them all the things they needed, and the customs are not doing what they are supposed to do to ensure they check the incursion of small arms into Nigeria, then the military can just do as much as they can. If the immigration chiefs sit down in Abuja and collecting salary, and people are walking in droves all over our border, from Megama in Katsina, in Kano, Sokoto, people are walking into the country with arms, and you say you are also arming your troops to go and fight them. You have to actually secure your border. That's what the Israelis do. You secure your border. So if you have a custom chief that is not doing his job, you cannot continue to blame the military for not doing enough. So they are not overwhelmed. They are overwhelmed because the remaining organs that are supposed to have to be the support services, like the immigration, the customs, the civil defense, and all likes of other organs that are supposed to do their bits to support the armed forces, they are not doing it, and nobody is talking. So if you say they are overwhelmed, yes, but why are they overwhelmed? It's just because These other organs are just sitting down there making money, and they don't care what is going on in the country.
So there's been call for help from foreign bodies. Do you think it will help address the issues?
I've had this conversation, and I think it's very unfortunate that Nigerians are calling for help from the country. I've said it I was in charge of peacekeeping operations when I was defense headquarters. Look at, since 1948, the UN peacekeeping force, they've been in Lebanon. Is Lebanon at peace? No. Somalia, we have all sorts of foreign helps in Somalia. The Americans are there, the British are there, the French are there, the African Union, they are in Somalia. There's no peace in Somalia. Look at DRC Congo. The UN has been there with all the facilities, all the help they can give. There's no peace in DRC Congo. When I hear some governors calling for external help, Nigeria is going to be punished severely if you bring external help to Nigeria. You will be so punished that all your resources, you will not have control over your resources anymore. I know what the UN peacekeepers are doing in DRC Congo. They actually get involved in selling of mineral resources. And I don't know the job of the commander-in-chief. I don't know the job of the chief of defense staff. I don't know the job of the governors. If your own is to collect funds for security votes, eat the money, then you call for people from outside to come and do your job. This is an acknowledgement of a failed state. Nigeria now have just told the whole world that we are incapable of governing our space, and we need people to come and help us. That is a sign of a failed state. You have institutions that are not working, you have corrupt politicians everywhere, and you have the audacity to call people from outside to come and do your job. You have been voted in to do what? To provide safety and security and social welfare for your own citizens. You've been there for 8 years, collecting funds, collecting money, people in House of Assembly, collecting huge money. And when you now have issues on your hand, you go outside and also pay for people to come and secure your own space. Please, I want to advise that Nigeria should not do that.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your insight, Dr. Kunle Olawunmi. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
I thank you for having me.
Okay. Dr. Kunle Olawunmi, Head of Criminology and Security Studies, Chrisland University, Abeokuta.